Okay, quick updates since it's time already, or like over the time already. The Viva team has yes, I messaged both of them, but haven't received any answer. Don't really know what's going on yet. But I hope both teams will show up soon. But for the moment, the game will be definitely delayed for a few minutes until I get any notice from both teams. Yeah, I guess I just make a sign and hope that I like get a hold of them. Couldn't find both captains. I messaged other members of the team. Like I said, haven't received any answer. So yeah, we just have to be a little bit patient and hope I will see you in a bit. Alright. Yeah, both teams are ready. Finally got a hold of him. Very quickly after I said it would be late. And yeah, map draft was done really quick. Wait, I didn't update that. I think it was BeefBois who picked the map. Phoenix Rising banned Voice Fire Foundry and Brexit Holdout, while BeefBois banned Ultra Pass and Sky Temple. And then they were able to pick Infernal Shrines. Perfect. Okay. A little bit relieved. We got both teams quickly together now. Waiting for lobby now. Yeah, I'm excited for some good games here. Nexus division. First game I'm casting in this division. And while I'm waiting for lobby, let's take a quick look at the standings in Nexus division. We have the BeefBois on the 10th place. Too much is played so far, and only 2 points from them, which means they didn't get dominated, but they also lost both games. While on the other side, Phoenix Rising and Zircon played 3 games, had 1 domination, which means they got 3 points from that. Then they got dominated, I guess. And then they lost 1 game. Oh no, wait. Yeah, this has to be it, right? They have a domination with 3 points and then 1 point from winning 1 map. That should be it. Both teams more in the lower half of the division, so not top teams so far, but that can always change. We are really early on in the season, so hope is still there. And there's my lobby. Infernal Shrines. One player is restarting, so we just have to wait for that. But besides that, everyone is here. Like I said, I've never casted Nexus division, so I'm not sure what is expecting me here. But since I see a lot of diamond players and some masters, I expect good gameplay at least. Maybe some in place here and there, some grief codes. But overall, I think we have a really good match before us. I don't have music in here. Okay, not sure if that's working as intended. But yeah, one player still missing. But yeah, Infernal Shrines. I think it's the most played map overall in competitive or amateur play. Like every team basically plays it. So I guess the basic Marco plays are in. Like everyone, like I never encountered someone who didn't like this map. But yeah, what is good on this map? I've seen a lot of double bruiser picked up on this map, cause you fight for a shrine, and bruisers are really good at wave clearing and just sustaining usually, which can be a huge boon on this map, especially. But overall, just zone control or AoE heroes are really strong. One of the best maps from Mephisto, for example. Hogger will be probably high priority, since he can spin forever. on the shrine. Sonya is a possibility, of course. Wouldn't mind to see a Diablo. Besides that, Stitches maybe. Or a Nubarak, of course. Two of the best tanks at the moment. Well, I guess Stitches is kind of weird because of the shrine minions. Like he's still a force to be reckoned with, fighting on the shrine, but it's not like on towers where you can just hook people from everywhere. Where you see he's a threat there. Okay, both teams ready. Everyone is here, so we can get this first game going. And yeah, let's see. Both these teams like to play. First draft. Also Junkrat, of course, high priority maybe. Nazibo after the buff. Really annoying to play against. But let's see. Phoenix Rising, of course, with the first pick, since BeefBois picked the map. That might change, of course, after this one. Start prediction, maybe. I have game sound? Okay. I have sound. Hope my internet is stable today. Had a few problems earlier. Should be fine now. And there we see already Junkrat banned. I also expect a few healers maybe getting banned. Whitewing, Slukov. And then you have other options, of course. Malv, Anduin. Maybe even Alex Trazer. It's probably the only map where you can actually play her. Well, it's at least the best map in my opinion. But very unlikely either team picks her up. Yeah, Nazibo's getting banned now. No surprise there. Like I said, Hogger, always a possibility to ban. Really strong. Then you have the Haka, Leoik. Maybe as first picks. Maybe like the Haka first pick, but not Leoik. And yeah, Mephisto already getting banned. Like I said, really strong on this map. And is scaling really well into the late game. So if you get there without a major disadvantage, you are most likely to win it. But with Mephisto banned, this leaves a lot of options open for first pick. Stukov now banned. They wonder if they go for a booster pick early or maybe healer. But no, they go for the early Vala. Alright. Of course, she has fallen off in priority since recent nerfs from Blizzard. Not sure how good she is now. She's definitely not a bad pick, but you need to draft around her. Have a strong comp for her. And I like the Sylvanas here together with Brightwing. Already picking the healer. And we should definitely see a boozer pick now from Phoenix Rising. Unless they want a counter boozer, but I think they should do it. Ooh, a bit diva. Okay, I didn't expect that. Like, I haven't seen diva for a while now. Like she was a meta for a little bit. Then she just disappeared completely. Right? Never to be seen again. But yeah, let's see how good she is. She definitely potential. With a bomb, always good to zone in the shrine. Also to steal some skeletons. And BeefBois are continuing their healer focus. And we now banned, but we still have a couple of options. We have, like I said, the Mouth, also Lucio maybe. And with Diablo, I still think you can go for Alex Schwarzer if you really want to. Maybe we have one trick on one team side. Maybe Deckard could be a choice here. He was buffed in the last patch. And BeefBois is going straight for the Gouache now. I think you go for Greymane now. What's on oh, okay. Lyric. I guess, yeah, like they wanna wait with flex pick for last. And we actually do see our Lex. Okay. I actually didn't expect that she was getting picked up. Even though I mentioned it several times now. But we actually see her. And together with Zaya. And that makes her a very interesting comp. Because they play Vala Hydra carry. Zaya basically a second support for her. And with that, I'm not too sure how you play the fights for BeefBois now. Sujin definitely has a potential in the late game, but they will struggle early and mid game. They can't find the kills, and like the Diablo with the Zaya shields will probably be unkillable if Gouache throws him, right? And then Vala can step up the whole time. She can just do whatever she wants. So very interesting game. I think we have ahead of us. Like late game, both teams have a strong comp. Like Vala 20. And if she gets a lot of stacks, might be very interesting. But against Sylvanas and Sujin, and then Leoric Silence too, potentially. Will be very interesting. But here we go, game number 1 on the left side. We have Phoenix Rising Zircon with Storm himself playing the Diablo. Cheekies on Alex Schwarzer. Special Chai. On the Diva. Solian on the Zaya. And Psycho on Vala. Well, we have on the other side the BeefBois with Tribulation on Lyric, Heart on Sylvanas, Locks. On the Brightwing, MB on Gouache, and Root Beer Guy on the Sujin. Maybe you should play Chen if he is eager to drink. BeefBois setting up a Bush King here. Shouldn't work in my opinion. Not against the Zaya. She's already spotting. Maybe Gouache wants to go the long way, but that is kinda int. He's now going around, but Diva is just speeding away, but now Diablo was exposed, but he decided not to throw. And both teams just start rotating bot lane. And what talents do we see actually? We see Devil's Due actually from the Diablo. So with globes and the will taps, he gets more regeneration, more sustain. And Alex Schwarzer also picked up the globe talent for that. Circle of Life. If she completes that quest, every W from her spawns a globe, which can sustain the Diablo up. So there's some synergy. Vala, of course, going for the W quest, even though it got nerfed. Still the best talent here on shrines, definitely. And for her comp, she needs it as well. Wants the sustained damage, not the single target burst from Q quest. And both teams playing relatively reversed, not reversed, but reserved. Now Gosh maybe looking for the flip. Not flipping with Diablo, bro. I wonder why. Maybe didn't want to flip him there, but like Diablo still has a very little soul, so he's still not very tanky. And you have some burst with Zircon and Sylvanas. There's the flip on Diablo. Instantly the shield from Zarya. And she's on full energy, and Vala almost going down though. She was doing some good damage. Only 5 stacks, or 7 stacks now on her crossbow. Looking to stack that up as fast as possible. While Lyric in the mid lane now. He's going for the Cubit, by the way. He also got changed a little bit with the last patch, where he got his extra minion damage, Neil Peasants basically, on level 4 for free baseline. And the Shrine spawns in the top lane, but the BeefBois don't make a move for it. Instead, they have Sylvanas here, and they can push with her. Already getting some tower damage. And Diablo's getting flipped now, and there's no Zarya shield anymore. And that's the first kill of the game. Yeah, he shouldn't sit out there. 4 people and no Zarya there. And they don't stop now. Of course not. Why should they? Sylvanas gets healed up by Brightwing. Now Brightwing is tanking though. We need to be a little bit careful with that 4, of course. Can't really dive that well. If I can find a throw maybe, then yes, but they just take damage for free. Not the best choice. While Lyric already secured 8 skeletons on the shrine. They were trying to match him, but can't quite get there. And now rotation is in, and Diva has to make her way out. Before comes in though. Brightwing not in range from a W though. From a polymorph. So no kill for the red team. But we have a huge lead now. 24 skeletons already secured. Before the blue team can make their way up. There's another flip on the Diablo, but Garrosh misses his stun. And now you see the shrine fighting capabilities of Phoenix Rising with Alexstrasza. But she's placing a W very weird on herself, while her team is somewhere else. And Zarya goes down first. Lyric escapes. The health bars are dropping on both sides, but only 1 kill secured in favor of the BeefBois. We're doing a really good job here. But that was some weird choices by Alexstrasza, I have to say. Or at least it looked like it. I'm not sure what the communication was there. But definitely looked out of sync. Some more experienced lead as well for the red team. Which means they will be a little bit closer to level 10. If nothing major is happening. Ooh, Garrosh going very aggressive. He knows he has the Sylvanas. The flip comes out. The polymorph as well. And Q is already spent and it's another kill on the Diablo. 5 kills to 0? Wait, Zarya died twice already? When did she die the second time? Oh, I'm missing a lot of kills here. There's another one on the Zarya. Dying third time now. Oh wait, Diva Max died, I guess. Which is a full death now. But she herself didn't die yet. So yeah, full level lead now with the kills on Zarya and Diablo. The full fort picked up and there's another flip. No, Diablo, what are you doing? The taunt comes out, the silence, and Diablo is just deleted. He is not allowed to play the game. And Lyric battling with Diva, not the most exciting battle, but Diva has no Q now, I think. If Gauge is going for that could have been another kill in my opinion. But instead, they just keep pushing here, and I like that, I really like that. They make, they see that they are stronger, they have level 10, they have the Sylvanas. They can just go for these structures. Could even go for this wall in my opinion. They shouldn't stop there. Finally, level 10 is here for Phoenix Rising. I actually thought they would be stronger early game. But I guess the Gauge too much of a threat. And MBB 424 is playing it really well on the gouache. Looking for the Diablo again. Finds the flip, but not the stun. The taunt comes out, but that's huge dire ult on the Sujin. But he has his ult still. The dragon comes out. Might have been a waste, because now it's not available for Shrine. And everyone from the BeefBois escapes. A lot of ults were used. Sujin, probably the longest one. With the longest cooldown, I mean. But nobody going down here. And like I said, no, I think a lot of cooldowns will be missing for Phoenix Rising. Primarily the Dragon, but also the Diablo ult, the Lightning Breath. Actually, Shrine is not announced yet. Should be soonish. Diablo almost at full souls. Will make him more tanky. Also, if he can trade somehow, will be benefiting his team because he respawns faster. Smorging of Lyric, who suffers a little bit, but doesn't go down, of course. He has his E available. And now, level 13 to level 12. Turn advantage for the BeefBois. By the way, Gouache going for the Unrivaled Strength. Not going for Qubit. Also picks up Blood Craze now. E-build for the Sylvanas. Sujin, not close to completing his stacks. But, I mean, his team is winning. He is not afraid. Whoa, Sylvanas going very deep on the Vala. Can't quite get the kill though. But the red team is just stomping over the blue team so far. Still 0 kills for Phoenix Rising Zircon. They need to make something happen. But they don't have level 13 yet. And there's another flip on the Diablo. I think he interrupted his Q as well. But D.Va is here now with a bomb. But the red team again can escape. Not the lockdown to secure any kills here for the blue team. Now Entomb comes out on the D.Va, but she has her Q out maybe. Gets chased though and loses her mag. And it seems that's the next kill. Oh no! Sylvanas can't quite get the kill and now she herself is in trouble. Never mind, she E's out. And now E's back in. Zarya goes down first. There's at least the first kill for the blue team with the dragon. The blue team might try to turn it here. The Shrine fight is really close. 26 to 25. And blue team tries to make something happen here. Zarya will respawn a little bit faster, but I don't think she will be. Oh, a huge taunt by Gouache. And Sujin is unscathed. He can just dish out the damage. And Vala gets taken down by him. He completes his quest. And now Diablo is the next to fall. The stun from Gouache comes out. And that's 2 kills going over to the BeefBois. It looked for a second there. The blue team could fight their way back into this game. Oh, the throw on D.Va. But yeah, she has mech available. But the Punisher is coming down the bot lane. And the fort was taken down earlier by the BeefBois. So we're going straight for the keep. We still have a wall here, so I don't think the keep will fall. But still. If the wall is opened up here, that's the first win condition here. Zarya tanks the Punisher. Tries to get her energy up, of course, too. Yeah. It's a 1000 Punisher, so the fort will not do the best damage. Diablo gets flipped once more. The taunt comes out, and Diablo is gone once more. There's no counterplay. The shields are not enough. Also the healing. Just not enough. And now the keep is, of course, gone for the blue team. And if we get more kills here, this could be game. Zarya falls and they look for more. Sylvanas very aggressive on the Vala. The Punisher still alive. D.Va tries to prevent the core. And in the end it's only a keep. But that's already huge. 11 minutes in, almost 12. And the first keep is down for the red team. And I think before the mid lane will be gone not long after. With the trade from Sylvanas, they just march straight in. And I wonder if they go for this hard camp too. Lerak is moving. And he's already chunking the Diablo. He has no souls anymore. He lost it in the last fight when he went down on the bot lane. So he is not tanky anymore. Gawash looking at the flank here, but that's a little bit too obvious. Blue team desperately looking for level 16. They are so far away from the level lead of the BeefBois though. Level 18. They're closing in on level 20. Slowly but surely. And I think they could actually reach it for the next shrine. Like if they play the cards right, soak the lanes, they can definitely get it. 18.5, so they might not get it at the beginning. But definitely doing the shrine fight if they do their job right. But now is the time to fight, I think, for Phoenix Rising. Even though Diablo has no souls. I don't think there's any way of getting any for him. But it's the BeefBois who are engaging again. Diablo tries to make something happen. But he again is caught in the taunt and now gets thrown back. And that's the next kill for the BeefBois. They're just running over Phoenix Rising so far. Sylvanas again. Black arrowing the towers, shutting them down. Level 19. Can we get any more kills? Diablo's still dead for 20 seconds. Camp is still alive. Vala doing her best to clear that. But without a main tank, it's really hard. And red team keeps up the pressure. Okay, they're retreating now. Playing it safe. Gawash probably wants to reset before next shrine. They also want their hard camp, of course. Phoenix Rising, of course, has to deal with the bot lane, where the catapult we're pushing in already. But yeah, like I said, level 20 is in, or almost in, for the BeefBois. And it's a 3-level lead then, which means not only you have the talents, but also the stat advantage, which will make it really hard for the Phoenix Rising to fight. But maybe they do it anyways. Maybe they do go for a desperation play here. Maybe they need to. They're so far away from level 20. If they can defend this Punisher, there's a chance they get it. But it's looking really rough. Ooh, Lyric was standing there, invisible. Diablo gets thrown back, but he can shut out. Silence and Tomb were on 2 people, but there was 0 follow-up. Oh, 2-man taunt on the Alex Tracer. But this fight is not looking too bad. Alex is flying in the air, and that's a huge Zaya ult. And the members are going low. The lightning wave comes out, but Sujin can heal up with his ult, and Diablo falls once more. And now Sylvanas can chase down anyone. Vala falls, Alex Tracer falls, and Zaya falls as well. And this will be game number 1 with a full team wipe of Phoenix Rising Zircon. It looked for a second there as if it could turn the fight. With a good Zaya ult and some good value from Lightning Breath. But the level 20 from Sujin kicked in and healed up with his ult while he was unkillable. Yeah, what a game from the BeefBois. Only giving away 1 kill, otherwise absolutely clean. What a performance. Going into this game number 1, I didn't expect this at all. Like, Sylvanas the only one to die here. Probably gets told from her team that she was feeding. But yeah, Diablo was not allowed to play the game. Zaya also dying 6 times. And Phoenix Rising not able to deal with the Garage, it seems. Also, the Brightwing doing a really good job following up on the throws. Yeah. Here are the last talents that were picked up. And then we see if Phoenix Rising wants to change their strategy now. They had the first pick on the last map. Of course it was decided by the coin toss. But now they have a choice what they want to go for. Maybe they have a secret strategy planned for a different map. We have a lot of good maps open. Could maybe go for Casolo. Can play some Makwa there. Otherwise Dragonshire with the rotations. If you go more for team fighting or skirmishing, maybe you go for PoE or Tomb. But yeah, we definitely need to change something, because that game was just a complete domination by the BeefBois. Not to take anything away from them, but Phoenix Rising looked a little bit scared going into the gouge the whole time. Like looping up a lot, and then not engaging, but getting engaged on. Looked really weird. And it seems Phoenix Rising picked the map going for Towers of Doom. Which means of course that the BeefBois will have the first pick here. And I'm expecting something now from Phoenix Rising. Maybe some pocket picks here. Maybe they have a Zircon player. Or they go for some global plays. Diaka, Falstad. All of them good picks on this map. Maybe they also need to ban the gouge. It looked like they had no way to deal with it here. Oh wait, I need to be setting up everything. Okay. But yeah, Towers of Doom. A map where you play not for the lane where the objective spawns, but more for bot lane most of the time. You can play for top lane if you draft for it. Like if you have a good ganker, like the Zircon for example. Fights that. Just play maybe 3-man bot lane, playing it safe. Trying to hold on. While the two other members are playing against the offlane of the opponent's team. Trying to get some advantage there. Pushing in mid and top. But yeah, bot lane usually the most important lane on this map. So I expect the teams to play for that mostly. Even though you can, like I said, play for other lanes as well. Both teams ready. And we are starting into the second draft here. Fast break this time for the BeefBois, of course. Let's see what they got for us. We don't need to ban BeefBois, I guess, now. So they can focus on other bans. Unless they want to leave it open and don't want to pick it. But then counter it. Like, I still think NGS is countable. Still don't think he is that OP. But maybe I'm just wrong. Because I also got wrecked earlier in the scrim. So maybe I shouldn't talk. Anyway, we see Stuka first ban. And what do we get? Phoenix Rising? Junkrat, okay. Just basically going with the same bans from last game. Not a big surprise so far. All the good heroes are getting banned early on. Okay, Stitch is banned again. Wonder if I just ban the hero for itself, because it's really annoying on this map to play against. Always the god threat after 10. Or if they like have a strategy planned that's maybe getting hindered by the stitches. And yeah, Phoenix Rising is banning the Gauge indeed, but that leaves NGS open, of course, and is immediately picked up by the BeefBois. No hesitation there. And yeah, too many choices for Phoenix Rising, I guess. We had to ban something. And they somewhere Gauge is a problem last game. But now they will have a different one with NGS. Tychus and Anduin are there to answer it. But is it enough? I even think you can play NGS solo carry, to be honest. I actually think NGS has enough damage now. Like, you play a slow early game, let him stack up. And then just play after he completed his quest. And deals 2k damage with 1 Q. And so, wait, Bazul. Okay, that makes for an interesting draft now. Because Phoenix Rising hasn't picked any frontline yet. And Zul is usually picked up later on. But if he is not getting any help from his team, that might be a potential vulnerability for the BeefBois. Especially if Phoenix Rising is drafting some heroes that can gank him. Diablo getting banned now. Okay. Yeah, with Gauge out of the picture, maybe that's the best choice. But maybe they are barricading their own options now. Because Phoenix Rising has the first pick for the tank now. Or the first choice, basically. I expect Anubuak, but maybe we see Murden. There's still a lot of good tanks open. Janna maybe, but it is Anub. Together with Maiev, alright. Not sure if I like that though. Maiev into NGS. NGS will have Iceblock after 13. And he is a tanky boy later on. If he gets the stacks up. And I like the variant pick now. The single target threat with the taunt. Ooh, Genji. Okay. So you're someone who can go and traverse the backline here as well with the Genji. Distract the Anduin. This own backline is relatively safe. Like I said, this Nazeebo is not getting picked up by like 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes. It's really hard to kill a Nazeebo, especially later on, like I said. The later the game goes, the harder it will be to kill them. And Brightwing will have Blink after 10. So it might be hard to kill him too. So who is left to go for? Do you go for Varian? Do you go for Zul? But when Nazeebo and Genji have free reign. So only hard options here for Phoenix Rising in my opinion. I guess you just hope that the BeefBois group up into the Maiev and give her resets. But besides Maiev, there's not the best AoE damage either. Tychus has some with Grenades and Odin. But besides that, he's more single target damage. But yeah. It will be a really hard game for Phoenix Rising in my opinion. Especially after this first game. They have to get their mental in order. And yeah, let's see what they can do. We have them on the left side again with Stormon on the Burak this time. Special on the Dehaka, Solian on Tychus, Chikis on Anduin, and Psycho on the Maiev. While we have on the other side, trying to close out the series, the BeefBois with Tribulation on Zul this time. Yox on the Brightwing, MB on Varian, Hart on Nazeebo, and Would Be a Guy on the Genji. By the way, if I pronounce any names wrong, don't blame me. I'm a pleb. But please correct me. I wanna know. Both teams looking for some damage here in the mid lane. Ooh, there was a lick on the Genji, but Anu failed his follow-up stun. Going for the E instead of a Q first. And then just missed by an inch. How the American would say. I guess the German would probably say by a meter. But yeah, anyway, what do we have here? Talents. We have of course Gwyn build for Diablo, for Nuburak. What am I saying? Gwyn build for the Tigers and W build for Nuburak. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. Only small skirmishes so far. Varian is kinda low. He doesn't have level 4 yet, so he's not a real tank. Blue team has priority so far. And they're going straight for the invade. But red team sees that. But with Zul going top there, this could be a potential 5v4. Especially because the Arca has his global still available. And yeah, the camp is immediately picked up. Red team concedes that there's no chance of ever contesting that. Small miscommunication there. Two members were looking right side and Anuba and Maiev were looking on the Varian. Could have been a potential kill, but in the end nothing happened. Aka, by the way, also going for a W build. Oh wait. Usually you see agility enhancement, I think it's called. The speedy build of auto attack talent, tissue regeneration. Storm missing another stun here. And now level 4 is here. Nazeebo of course looking to stack up not only his Voodoo Ritual, but also his level 1 talent. The Q quest sitting at almost 46 now. Varian gets engaged here on. But he turns back, he is a tanky boy now. Nazeebo gets pulled back by the Maiev though. But he actually survives. Unbelievable. Okay, blue team with a little bit of split focus there it seems. Otherwise Nazeebo should have died for sure, in my opinion. Tiger is now going for the rhythm on level 4. Trying to stack as well. Almost everyone with a stack quest here. Actually, not that many. Only 4 people. Which can be kinda low. Zul a little bit faster than the Haka, of course, with the double soak. So far, nobody really contesting him. Blue team playing solely for bot with the 4 members. But favors, of course, the red team. Well, at least it favors the Visual, I think. The bot lane, of course, we lost the wall already. Ooh, there might be a taunt target with a noob. He still has the E, of course. But now the Zero once again gets dragged. Double stun from a noob. And that's the first kill on the Zero. Yeah, early game. He is still easy to kill. There's no ice block. There's not that many stacks. And once again, we are bush ganking here. Maybe Zul is the target though? Team a little bit late behind that. If like, yeah, Noob goes first, a little bit faster, they can maybe get him. But in the end, they have to be rewarded with a camp here. But red team tries to contest that, but Diaka's here, and that should be engaged here. Taunt comes out, Anoop is not pulling the trigger, now he does. On the Genji, who didn't get the port quick enough. But yeah, Anoop waited really long with his cooldowns there. Going really low as well. Getting hit by spiders and the Zebo. The Zebo stuff. And so far the blue team doing way better as in game number 1. Not having a major advantage yet. But having the bot pressure is always a good sign. But like I said, the late game with Nazebo is where it might turn. And Anoop here once again is getting attacked. Says to not bow out immediately. Tries to take to have a cooldown. Storm once again under pressure. Uses a Q to try to peel. But like his team is not really there to follow up. They look really indecisive so far. Looking for maybe a good Maiev engage. Bot lane now of course is pressuring in. Now maybe they go on Bavarian. The port comes out from White Wing. Maiev goes really deep. Full comes out. Tychus tries to chunk people. But it seems the red team is winning this engage. Headbutts are dropping on both sides though. Genji stalling once more, but is he in trouble now? There is the Haka on the other side, and yeah. Genji no mobility to it anymore. Had to die there. And that altar belongs to the blue team. Who have also picked up level 10. We get the Warden's Cage from Maiev. Also the holy word actually, no light bomb. Even though you have Maiev and Anubuak, who can both engage really well. I'm not surprised for that. And once again getting hit by spiders. These things chunk. Oh, taunt doesn't come out. There's a 3-man pull from the Maiev, and the target is the White Wing. But now the re-engage happens. Oh, but the holy word saves the Maiev just in time before the Ravenous Spirit from Nazebo can kill anyone. And now there's another engage on Nazebo. 3-man stun from Nubarak. But they don't focus on Nazebo. And the other 2 members are still too tanky. Again, health bars are kinda dropping on the red side and on the blue side. But neither team really gaining a major advantage in these fights. Oh, the blue team looks a little bit better so far. 4 kills to 0 so, for the moment. But with level 10, the fights have been getting closer, I think. Like the Ravenous Spirit in the last fight, almost picking up the kill on Maiev. Only Banwin was able to save her in the last second. Now we have a next altar phase coming up, and this will be more decisive, I think. 2 altars, 8 shots on the line. Either team wins a good team fight here. Could be devastating. You know, Zebo just chunking with these spiders, and even though Anoop has the constant shield, like he's losing like at least 10% of his HP with one single Q from White Wing. Every time. Drag comes out on the Zool, who uses his Poison Nova. Wait, Anoop has still his E, his bow, but he's really low. Cocoon comes out, and Varian got isolated, but he walks out again. But the Zool is a real target here, it seems. The fight is really messy. No a real target here, but the Haka is way too deep. There's no bow available, it seems. And where team picks up the first kill and is on the chase now. Oh, 2 people in the circle from the Zibo. And Taikis and Anoop are going down. And like I said, this altar phase looked way more decisive. And this time red team strikes back. First of all, picking up the Diaka. And then also getting the huge zombie wall from Hard. Absolutely massive, now invading the opponent's camp as well. Could have maybe pushed first. Now they don't really get wall, I think. Maybe they're getting parts of it. Maybe even a little bit more. But yeah, blue team looked like all over the place. Not really on one target. Again, a noob is just getting taunted and spidered at. Next spider comes. Ah, this is so annoying. I can feel the blue team's frustration here. The Haka also getting kinda out-soaked now. Let's check his XP soak actually. This is soak, right? Is this soak? No. This is APM. Okay, there we have XP. 16,000 XP. Oh wait, he is kind of the same with Zul. But yeah, he lost his top wall already. Zul still has that. Also mid wall is gone, it seems. So Zul definitely doing a little bit better than his counterpart. Nobody is there to challenge him really. Even though the soak is even. And we have another major team fight here. 2-man root from... not root, but pull from Mamayev, but the Poison Nova is huge. The Holy Word got interrupted. And Taik is the first one to fall, but won't be the last, I can tell you that. Yeah, oh wait, maybe he is. Oh, Genji trying to do his best. The pull saving the Dihaka there, and that's a good drag from the Dihaka, which secures the kill on Genji, and now maybe it's time to turn around. But the helpers are too low, and both teams have to retreat. Such a close game now. Both teams very evenly matched. But I have to say, the red team looks better and better the later the game goes so far. I mean, this engage looked really good in the beginning, but they couldn't only secure the kill on Taikis, and then of course the drag on Taikis happened. From the Haka on the Genji happened. Which kinda made the fight even. Ooh, Varian might get caught here. No real follower. I don't know. It's kind of wasting cooldowns here to check the bush there with Q. I guess he has to do that, but without follow-up it's kinda not worth it. Cause you can't even walk in the bush if you have no follow-up there. Even if Varian is sitting there. Why are you even walking up if your team is not walking with you? Now Zul is here. And Taikis once again gets attacked. Full didn't come out and Holy Word was kind of wasted. And now it's full retreat for the blue team. Daka bowing very late, gets the isolation on Venazibo. But Mayev is already down. And it's only a matter of time it seems. Ooh, Pull is having another member and there's the drag again. But this time Whitewing still has support. Or support again, I'm not sure. But a red team taking over this game it seems. Getting kill after kill here. They just don't want to overstep. Or shouldn't overstep. Especially into that Dihaka. Who gets spiders into the face. And both, like, look at that, even though he bows, he loses 20% of his HP. That is so nasty. Nazibo Also picked up the cooldown level 16, so even more spiders will be available to him in the case he hits them. But yeah, absolutely nasty. He's also sitting at 123 stacks. And we have a delay here on the top lane. But not sure if you want to take that fight, Genji. Ooh, Maiev not going after that Genji. But Anubis... And I thought that was a kill. I thought for sure that it was a kill. Not stunning immediately after his E. Missing last damage then. But with Genji retreating, it seems the blue team is playing a little bit more offensive here. But then again, retreats back. Yeah. They're not looking very decisive so far. Like Noob very hesitant with his engages, losing most of the time a lot of his HP before he can engage or wants to engage. Or Maiev engages, and when he tries to follow up, again, the taunt comes out. I guess it's a very hard game for him into Varian Gazebo. But I'm not sure what to do here. Again, he gets taunted, and he has Half-Life from one spider. Even less, and Holy Word comes out, and we have a team fight here. And Varian is 1 HP, gets picked up by MF, and Nazeebo's in the cocoon. Looks kinda unsavable. The ice block comes out, but oh, Whitewing actually is in time to teleport. And now Zul is here. And the fight turns once more. Maiev, can she survive? No, she can't. The Haka was not able to bow. Another E-stun from Anoop connects, but there's not much follow-up anymore. And with the Zul arriving, was a huge turnaround for the red team. We're picking up the next tower here. Equalizing the core health now. And we are getting closer to level 20. Nazeebo doesn't have his stacks yet, which is no surprise, because he didn't really get to soak, especially in the early game, where his team was pushed back a lot. And now I think he just goes for an ult upgrade, I guess. But yeah, Violent Infection probably not the talent you want to pick up here. Oh wait, he does actually. So yeah, he actually thinks probably this game will at least go a little bit longer, because we are only 16 to 16 core health. So he has still some time to complete the last 20 stacks, 25 stacks. But we have another team fight here with a drag on the right wing, and she goes down first. Holy Word saves everyone else. No, Anubarak goes down, but so does Zul. And Varian is caught in the cocoon. Can they take him? It doesn't look likely. And Nazeebo is still alive, so is Genji. We are looking for taunts, we're looking for pulls, and we're looking for drags. Level 20 Odin comes out. Pushes on, and there's the drag we are looking for. On the Nazeebo. And she gets pulled immediately. Holy Word comes out once more. And that's at least 2 kills. Yeah. And the blue team fighting back here in game number 2. Huge team fight for them. Getting the Void Wing with a drag from the Aka. He's making plays now. They're taking the tower on bot lane. They're taking the camp. They will take the outer. That's only 5 shots more. So I wonder what they do next. Do they open up these walls? Top lane maybe. And go for some push. Maybe they push these in. Only 3 members alive from the red side. Anoop is back in. Genji tries to stall, but I don't think he is allowed to do that. No, he isn't. 3 more shots. And we're down to 8. Single digits. And not yet announced are the towers. Or the next altars, I mean. Now they are. So if the blue team gets their own and the opponents or the boss, it will be game. So we are in lethal range, definitely. And they're already going for the boss, so making the bold play here. But red team is there to spot that out. White Wing of course has a global. The tongue comes out, but Nazeebo has spiders on him already. Odin is there. Storm eats the root, eats the poison over. The Hakka's already down. Huge pull, but... Oh wait, there's the damage. The damage from the Odin, just enough to kill the White Wing. And it's a 1-for-1. Or is it? Fight continues, maybe. The taunt comes out, but that is very deep for a Barbarian, and yes, he is not allowed to do that. Not with that low HP. Fight continues. Hello, Genji? Yo, I would call grief right there. And that looks like to be game. Phoenix Rising Esports. Looking to close up the game here. Trying to cap the altar now. Zulu, of course, ready to delay that. But they should just go on him. Hello, team? Nazeebo not able to delay it. Not even there. And... GG? Wow, what a game. Back and forth. But in the end... Phoenix Rising... Zircon take it. And force game number 3. Alright. I honestly didn't expect that. After the mid-game fight where BeefBois got, I think, 3 kills? I think it was 3 kills, right? But yeah, they were getting pushed back in the early game, but it was to be expected, I have to say. And when they turned it around at, I think, level 10, level 13, around that area. And from that on, I thought they would keep winning the fight. But Phoenix Rising proved me wrong. And yeah, we are going to map number 3 in just a moment. And I wonder what the BeefBois are thinking now. Because they crushed their opponents in game number 1. Taking care of viewers with game number 3. Yeah, exactly. They're just giving us the best experience. Of course. Making it more exciting. But yeah, what a game! Nazeebo didn't even complete it's level 20 there. He picked it up, but wasn't able to complete it in time. I think, like, they should have just played safe, right? No major fight should have happened until he completes the talent. Because otherwise he doesn't get any value from it. And here we go, next map will be Drencher. And it seems this time picked by Phoenix Rising. Which means BeefBois picked first pick. Drencher, this. But yeah, what a surprising event that we got to see there with the last team fight. I didn't expect that. I thought Nazeebo would just kill everyone. But I guess if White Wing dies so early in the fight, it's really hard to stay in 11 for these longer fights. Especially if Unwin gets his ult out the whole time. But yeah, White Wing should have probably played a little bit safer. Got picked up a little bit too much there in the late game. Not sure what was going on. Maybe he just mispositioned. Or his team was a little bit out of order. I have no idea. But I'm not disappointed. I'm getting game number 3. Which is all I ever wanted. Wait. Okay, lobby setup. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted because someone messaged me. But yeah, Dragonshire. I love to see that. Teams are actually picking Dragonshire a lot. Really exciting to match. Because you always get like all these little skirmishes all over the place. And sometimes it can get really messy, which is really exciting to watch in my opinion. And you also have like a few different strategies for this map. You can like play 1-3-1, I think it's called commonly. Where you have a safe bot laner and then 3 rotating players and a top laner. Or you could play for bot lane the whole time. Which kinda would fit Phoenix Rising because they kinda drafted for that in game number 1. And they had the Zarya plus Vala, which would fit that style, where you just push through bot lane. But yeah, there are definitely a lot of options on this map. So let's see what these teams playing for. I guess we're getting the jungle ban again. Because it's really obnoxious to play against. On this map at least. And here we go. Last map of the day. Or the series. Maybe I'm cussing later again. I'm not sure. We will see. Let's see. What do we get? Phoenix Rising again with the first pick. Wait. Oh, Phoenix Rising picked the map. Oh, wait. I switched it up, I think. Got a little bit confused there in the end. But anyway, we get the Stukov ban. Now the jungle ban again, I guess. We're taking our time with the ban. Maybe we're thinking of a Nazeebo ban, maybe. Because I can tell you, the Nazeebo was doing some damage last game. And if it hadn't been for Maiev with last few good engages, or the Haka with some good tongues, it could have ended in a completely different way. But we're going for Gauge ban again. Okay. So, generally I would say I don't like it. But if they have trouble playing against that, I guess it's a good ban. This time Nazeebo is getting banned by BeefBois. Okay. So, maybe it was not the most comfort pick for them. And now they're just going back to the roots. Junkrat is expected getting banned. What do we get now? Maybe Brightwing instantly. We have Rexa. The Aka always an option. And yeah, there's the Rexa instantly. First pick. And not many heroes that can actually match him in the top lane. Because Misha is such a good tool to control the point while Rexa is pushing the lane. And it's really hard to play them. And I'm wondering what Phoenix Rising is matching against that. If they go for something that can actually beat the Rexa, or maybe another hero that can double soak better. Like I said, I don't think there are many heroes that can beat the Rexa. Maybe Cure, maybe Malthael. Actually, I don't think Malthael should beat the Rexa. Not too sure about Deathwing. Haven't seen too many matchups. Rexa against the Deathwing. But yeah, for now they go for Tychus Anduin again. Same 2 picks as last game, I think. Well, on the other side this time we have May plus Mephisto. The BeefBois showing some diversity in the picks. Picking 3 different comps so far. 3 different tanks. Brightwing now getting banned. I like that. They have a healer. Stitches is out of picture. And with the next picks we will have... Okay. We have some inkling about what we're gonna see here. I guess Tychus can hold mid lane. Or like what I'm thinking here. And Chromie of course holds bot. And when you rotate with Anub, Anduin, maybe Tychus. Because it's gonna be kinda hard to play against the May in the bot lane. Especially with Mephisto's way. And now with offlane as the last pick, they can't have any flexibility anymore. Like, if you pick both damage dealers early, or before the last pick, you don't have any flexible outcome in the draft. And we're actually getting to see the Kira. Okay, that's one of the picks who can beat the Rexa. Of course, it's still a skill matchup, so Kira still has to hit their abilities, and she's still a hero that is gankable. Or really easily gankable if she uses her tools early on. So I'm wondering how both teams will play this. Like Mephisto, are we probably playing the bot lane? And yeah, indeed, very spicy picks here. Very spicy draft. And I'm excited. I'm super excited for this game number 3. Both teams showing a lot of good potential in the first 2 games. And now I hope for a very good third map. Let's go. On the left side, for the last time, Phoenix Rising Zircon with Storm on Vanuburak, Psycho on Tychus, Special on... Wait. Special on... Wait, what is that? Am I stupid? Is that Kira? That's Kira. I'm stupid. Solian on Chromie and Cheekies on Vanwin. While we have on the other side the BeefBois with Wolf Beer Guy on the Grey Main, MB playing the May hard on Mephisto, Yox on Awil, and last but not least, Tribulation on the Rexa. Let's go! Misha doing some shenanigans here. But I think she was spotted out early. And yeah, just both teams skirmishing a little bit. Trying to get the first wave cleared as fast as possible, of course. And blue team is a little bit faster, but red team already is in the bot lane. So there was no major advantage for either team. Talent-wise, we have the W build for the Mephisto, it seems. Granite build for Tigers, of course. Time Walker's Pursuit and Chromie. Seems gonna work. Goes for W build. If he continues that, Rexa, Bird of Prey. Yeah, Oriel, Searing Light. I think it's the most standard talent, as far as I know. On Kiwa, a hero we don't see too often, I have to say. We get maximum effort. So I will keep looking at her talents for sure. Both teams going for the hard camps, but the red team already has the easy camp out. But this means blue team can capture both shrines a little bit earlier. And if a noob is here, Greyman should be able to interrupt that at least once. And then May can capture it in bot lane. Yeah, I really like these Mephisto picks recently, by the way. Make it hard for mages like the Chromie to play most of the time. Now it's on the other side that the red team has captured both altars. And they also have the push in the top lane going. We have two bot lane. You can hold easily against the 3 here. While in the top lane, you of course have a hard camp still walking. With a Greyman, and Kiwa doesn't have the best wave flare. So a noob and Tigers rotate down, or rotate up to that. Oh, Tigers missing his granite. While Rexa is getting targeted. And he's almost going down. Oh, he's actually falling. But now Kiwa's under trouble, but she's fine actually. The wall is almost taken down though. And the more you take down in the top lane, the better the matchup should be going for the other side, of course. While Chromie is maybe getting taken down here, and yeah, that's a counter kill. Good pickup by the BeefBois here, answering with their own kill. And I really like what they're doing. Like, Rexa shouldn't have died in the top lane, in my opinion. That was not the best micro over there. Also good punish by the blue team. But overall, the decision making looks a little bit cleaner than that of Phoenix Rising so far. Of course, they lost the last match, so I shouldn't praise them too high. But even on that map, I think if they play it a little bit better, they could have won that easily. And again, we have 2 shrines captured here. Kiwa can't get it immediately back, and that's the power of Rexa. But he can't hold it for long. Also, bot lane is getting captured now. So red team is pressuring back here. Anubarak gets stunned again. Oh, he doesn't get the bow out. Needs the pull from Anduin. Not too sure what happened here. I think he angled his bow wrong. Like he angled into this direction where the wall is still going on. So, which means basically that his bow can't get through, which means it gets cancelled early. But while I'm talking, May is getting engaged on. She has a trade. Heals up. And we're back to the standoff here in the bot lane. A team making their way over there. A noob getting stunned. And now it's Anduin way too far out. Oh no. And BeefBois getting another kill here. Very well done. Like Van Oriel's done super annoying for the noob, you see. Really hard to deal with, it seems. He was not prepared for that. Oriel, not a hero you see often. She has also a repeated offense, so if she completes that, more damage for her. If she connects stuns. Rexa so far, I think, outplaying the Kira a little bit. Getting another wave in here, which means the tower will fall. Now getting the point back. Now in the bot lane, another engage on the noob. Oh, which could turn though on Oriel. I'm missing the timing a little bit there. And Mephisto just, like, arresting everyone. But May going for the double stun here on Chromie and Anduin. Anouk tried to zone a little bit, but now he himself is trouble, so is Mavor. But it's the blue team is falling. Tychus and Anouk down. The AoE damage from the Mephisto doing some work. And I think they should keep pushing here. Yeah, they have a wave, they have sea giants. I don't think I would care too much about Dragon. Oh no, it's a wasted opportunity in my opinion. This camp, yeah, sure, it does some good. And now they don't even get Dragon. Oh no, this is such a waste. Oh god, they even had level 10 over level 9. We have Ice Warrior. We have Go from forward. So, if anybody is falling low, yes, look for Execute from Greyman. Crystal Aegis, Twins of Hate, and Unleash the Boss, of course. Huge upgrade on level 20 for that. On the other side, we get Unrelenting Strike from Kira. Time Loop from Kwame. Even though we have Aegis. I guess to force that, it's one of the better options. Also, you have some synergy with Cocoon, maybe. While in the top lane, I'm missing a kill here on the Kira. Red team, once again, having the better nose for these rotations. They probably go for the hard camp now as well. Yes, they do. And yeah, top lane is not going well for Phoenix Rising so far. Like I said, Kira has a lot of weaknesses. Even though she can beat Rexa. But so far, Rexa are doing a really good job. Ooh, Mei, very aggressive with most of the heroes on the top lane, and I think she should fall here. And indeed she does. Mephisto doing his best, tries to root Vanuburak, but in the top lane is where the real push is happening. And the blue team is, of course, after the kill, slow to answer it. But now they're almost there. Only Chromie missing, which means it's only a 4v3. But they are quick enough to disengage, and I think the fort should still fall. Maybe we can save it? No. But yeah, having no top fort now for Kira is devastating. Any gank now should be a dead Kira, if there's no team to cover her. And red team still has their whole wall up. Kira playing very aggressive here. Knows she has a team at her back. But still gets chunked. Oh my god. Now bot lane is getting attacked by Greymane. And blue team again. Just running after the BeefBois, it seems. At least it looks like the way. Chromie getting attacked. But now we're tanking forts here. But Greymane deletes with Go from the throat. Now makes his way out of there. Duels of Hate. Misses. Ooh, the light bomb though. But Aegis is available. But without Chromie, there's not enough damage. And blue team has to retreat. 2 forts down. And BeefBois just looking way better here. On game number 1. On game number 1. Mei picking up a Dragon Knight. I don't think there's any interrupt. In the top lane, Kiba is still getting chunked. Maybe Rexa gets the solo kill. And with the interrupt, the stun. That's the solo kill for Rexa. And the supposed to be counter by Kira doesn't work out at all. Dragon Knight goes down very early though. Only gets the wall. So maybe not the best value here. But still, the BeefBois is in such a commanding position. With both the top and the bot 4 fallen. They can do whatever they want. There's our 16. Which is a power spike for the Mephisto. Some good damage. Talents for Greymane. Executioner immediately picked up. Good synergy with the Mei, of course. And now it's really hard for Phoenix Rising to come back. They probably need to hit 16 for that. Komi has that, of course, already. Shifting stance. But yeah, they're still a long way away from that. Like, one complete level. A noob playing super safe. And the BeefBois looking to push in the bot lane now, as a 5-man even. Trying to get open this wall. Which will be the win condition for the next Dragon Knight. Getting this keep here. Odin is getting popped just to defend. And it's a decent defense. Q not here, which means they get some top value at least. Oh, but supposed to be engaged here. Fades kind of, because the ice wall misses. Now Kira will get at least the top wall. Of course she has to walk soonish, otherwise she will die. Rotation is coming in. The BeefBois can get their camps out now. Maybe Phoenix Rising is going for desperation play here. Seeing the Rexland top lane. Ah, Nubua killed just a little bit late for the invade. Raymond was on the top camp, which meant it was a 4v3. With both the offlaners not in the area. And there's the final level 16 for Phoenix Rising. And maybe we get one more team fight here. Or even more. Like, they're not out of this game. But they need something. Otherwise they can just get out-rotated the whole time. Rexa just standing safe with Misha on point. Ooh, I wouldn't go near these bushes though, unless you have vision of a Nubarak. But yeah, they see top lane is getting pushed by Phoenix Rising, and immediately the push in the bot lane happens. Good decision making by the BeefBois. And this keep seems to be a goner. The Cocoon comes out, Greymane, or minions finish up 4 while the engage happens, but there's no Unween, there's no Kira, there's no follow-up damage. The Fisto falls low. Mei eating some damage, and Kira again gets solo killed. Oh, Mei missing her Ever. There's the kill that needed to happen. And there's the time loop as well. Aegis comes out, but that should be 2 kills going over. But they still lose the Dragon Knight. Oh my god, no. When they finally get something, they still lose it. Also, the top lane is getting pushed in. Oh wait, the Hardcam not really alive. Never mind. But the catapult on the other hand is coming in. So somebody has to deal with it. Eventually, Komi is going over that. And yeah, it's so sad to see. Like, they get the 2 kills, but Kira gets solo killed. Rex are doing, like, I don't know. He is just outperforming his opponent here. Dragon Knight obviously can't do much without his team around. Could maybe go for some flame burst on this 4. But it's also okay to just play it safe. He should at least get the well, in my opinion. Now time is running out, I guess, so it's too late. But very close to level 20. They have all the advantages. They just need to not give another fight like the last one, where they lost 2 heroes. But yeah, with the level 20 advantage, that shouldn't happen. We also, after the first few minutes, didn't connect a lot of stuns. Still not completing her stacks. Chromie Trap catches the Bellwexer. And he gets some Chromie poke there. She has a level 20, of course, the only member of her team. And I think BeefBois should push here in this mid lane with a level 20. Like, why don't we do it? I have a bot pressure now. I guess they have to deal with top lane eventually, but that's still a long way off. Yeah, now they're doing it, having the wave. And this mid 4 should be a goner. Level 19 only for the Phoenix Rising now. Which means you kinda have to give us 4. Unless you wanna fight 19 vs 20. Ooh, Kira not getting caught out of position. And soon the next Dragon Knight should be announced. Which means Phoenix Rising might have to fight in 19 vs 20. Unless they want to give the next Dragon Knight as well. Which could be, of course, game. But we are still very early. And Phoenix Rising will have 24 defense for sure. If they don't fight now. So, not all hope is lost. And we see Rex in the top lane, which means we have an engage window here. We're team a little bit late on the camp, but... Ooh, oh no, it's a disaster. The ice wall catching to the oh no! In the 4v5 the BeefBois wrecking Phoenix Rising esports. And they should get the target right. Ooh, Mephisto almost dying there. Komi gets rooted though. And gets one down like a dog. I didn't want to say dog there. But yeah, that's it. Very well played. Both teams doing a decent job. But in the end, BeefBois just a better team today. Looking very dominant on game number 1. They had to drop game number 2, even though it was really close still. And on this map, they showed dominance once again. Coming out swinging. And a few hiccups here and there, but overall, still not a close game in my opinion. Like, they didn't have the most damage. Like, overall, they just had huge focus damage, I guess. Komi on the other side had the most damage overall. And if you just look at the numbers, you think this team is way better. But yeah. Oil doing a really good job healing everyone up. And yeah. BeefBois just better. What can I say? And let's actually see if we can get interview secured here with one of the team members of the BeefBois. Let's see if they're up for that. Wait, who's the captain again? Okay, let me message the team captain from BeefBois. And then we can see. Wait, I shouldn't show you this. Okay. Interview. Okay, but anyway, whoever was just here for the games, thank you guys for watching. GG's overall, yeah, a lot of good games. And okay, we actually have an interview with two of the BeefBois. Would-be guy and Tribulations are joining me. Hello and
Hi.
Congratulations.
Hello?
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, absolutely amazing games. Was really exciting to watch. Share your thoughts on the series with me.
For casting, we legitimate. I think I checked halfway through the day, and I didn't think we had a caster.
I signed up like I think 2 hours before the cast.
Hey, no, we'll take it. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let's talk about the games. I think great ones. Yeah, overall, like on Infernal Shrines, you absolutely dominated, like with the Gouache, and you got kill after kill. I guess that was your plan, but how did it feel to play the game?
It felt pretty good. As crazy as it is, MBB is he's an off-roster sub for us,
Oh, really?
I played with him a couple seasons ago on another team, so I've known him pretty well. And given the circumstances, I needed him today, and he came in because I think he can correct me if I'm wrong. He plays in, I think, Div B. So to take a guy from Div B, throw him into a Nexus game, and for him to be playing like he belongs here is actually amazing. So I'm very, very impressed with his playing today.
Yeah, same. He was playing amazing.
Also, in the first game, they couldn't kill me. I was unkillable.
Yeah. True.
I was yeah.
You had I mean, you were mostly offlaning, I guess, but.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that last fight, I stood in the middle of their team and just hit them, and they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Good job.
Thank you. I want to compliment myself.
Yeah, take it. You deserve it, definitely. I mean, were you scared at all about the comp? Were you scared about the doubles award, basically?
So it's something that I think if you asked me a couple weeks ago if it was something we'd be scared of, I'd say yes. But Vala's fallen off quite a bit recently, and so we just needed to. That's why I kind of held on to my last pick for a bit. Is we needed to just have something that sustained longer than they sustained themselves. So I think Zul'jin was just a really good pick, because it really helped us. Like even I think even in the 20 fight, my Taz Dingo, I almost healed up completely full a second time just by having it. So it was just to kill them quickly, and or we had the Garrosh, so you just throw the Zarya in, or you throw someone else in, and Zarya's too far away to bubble them. So I think the Garrosh was just a really good play into what they were playing. So I wouldn't say we were very scared of the comp this week, but if it was previous weeks, yeah.
Okay, I mean, you're learning every week, and now maybe you have an answer for double support comps. But yeah, that game was not really close, so I'm just skipping to the next game, Tours of Doom. That game was a lot closer, and you struggled a lot. What was going on?
I think we got outdrafted.
Yeah, I think outdrafted was the biggest thing. The Anduin was allowed to cast his R and do whatever he wanted, because we really had like one interrupt for it, and that was it. So that was a mistake on our part to not take something else. I think it was a big mistake on my part to take the Genji. It gave us like freedom in roaming, but Zul was doing enough clearing by himself that I think we probably didn't even need it. So I'm gonna chalk that one down to my bad when it comes to drafting, because I don't think the Genji was needed, and it just didn't do what we wanted it to do.
I also didn't play very well. I sucked that game.
You suck every game, so it's fine.
That's true. I do suck every game. That's right.
Do you think maybe you should have played another hero? Like, other than Zul?
Me? I think the Zul was alright, but the fact that we didn't have enough CC, I probably should have played something that had some CC. Well, I guess a stun, because I guess a root is... We needed something to interrupt the Anduin's might.
I think that the Haka was a really good pick into what the Zul was, too. It gave them freedom to... Because we couldn't really, like, engage on them, for the most part, unless we had Zul as prio bot. Just because Dahaka can just dig and then it's 45. So I think the Haka was a really good pick. And I mean, I'll just they outdrafted us that game for sure.
To be honest, I was a little bit surprised when you picked the Genji that you didn't go for the Unreal early on, because that is good synergy. I mean, did you think about it, or did you just come up with a Genji later on in the draft?
The Genji was a little bit later on the draft.
So you didn't have it
initially.
planned out.
Yeah, I had two heroes that I was gonna play, but they both got picked or banned, so they were not available. And then a couple other picks just didn't work. So I said, you know what, let's just try this. It pairs well with variants because it's just easy to reset on your E if you get a kill on his taunt. Same thing with the X strike; it's easy to hit X strikes on it. But again, we just didn't have an interrupt for the Anduin, and then we cocooned, and we just didn't have things to deal with it. I think we needed more sustained range damage. Diving wasn't the answer.
Oh, maybe.
I concur.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you still had some good fights. I think. Like, I think in the mid game, around 10, 13, I think where you got 3 kills, and it almost looked like you could turn it back around.
Yeah. I
The
kind
game
of
was close. It was just the last two fights we lost. And
yeah. I also inted a couple times.
Okay, that's always a problem then, if someone is into. But yeah, I don't think it was necessarily the draft, but yeah, the unread it maybe a problem if nobody's able to interrupt then. But yeah, overall, like, I think you still could have won the game. Maybe
I think it was definitely winnable. We just made it harder on ourselves than it had to be. Like even if because I also thought about picking like Sonya and just having like a Sonya bottom lane just so you can leap on the Anduin whenever he does stupid shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And so that would have worked too, but ultimately we went with the Genji and we did the best we could with what we had.
Yeah, I mean, you lost the game in a close late game fight, and then you had to play a third game on Dragonshire, and there you crushed it again. It looked like.
We've actually had a little bit of issues on Dragonshire, but I think we've done a little bit better. I mean, you can see with like the damage stats, their damage stats were like racked from ours. I think I was the highest on ours with like 15,000 less than what the others did, just because we focused on just like rotating properly, doing the camps, and fighting only when necessary. We weren't looking out there just to die doing stupid needless damage.
And if that is working out, you don't need that damage, right?
We've lost pretty bad on that map, and then we decided to practice it. I hope it showed.
And look at practicing does.
Yeah. I mean, if you look back at the map, I think you see how well you done. I think you out-rotated your opponents at almost every opportunity. Especially when you went for top, like you focused top a lot early on. It was really well done.
Like because we have Grey Mane, we can almost outrace anyone when it comes to doing siege damage. So even if they wanted to try and siege on bottom, we felt like we could get top done much quicker, and then coming down and fighting them.
I don't think quicklier is
much faster, much quicker.
There you go. Yeah.
Trib, you're fired.
What do you mean I'm fired? I got a tenure. I've been on this team too long.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely great game from you guys.
Thank you.
Was really good to watch. But also props to the opponent's team. They put up a really good fight.
There were a bunch of good guys. I played with Psycho, who was one of their DPS players, a couple seasons ago.
Oh, so you have some history.
Yeah, so he's a really nice guy. And then, funnily enough, Cheeky's, their support player, was on our team earlier this season.
Really?
Yeah, so we know a little bit about them, and they know a little bit about us. So this was a good match against I would say, friends. So we always take those matches. Those matches always feel good.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
That's because you're nobody.
As long as you know your own team, it's fine, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you don't know them. Question?
I ask Hart a lot of questions, and then he gets defensive.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, anyway, that's it for me. If you have anything else to share with us, any shoutouts, let me know.
Trib, you can go first since I know you're going to leave.
I like casters. Thanks for casting. It's fun to have your match cast. Our team won. I'm going to feel bad. Rob, can you tell me the name of our support, or not a support, but our sub that we had?
MBB.
MBB, thanks for subbing in. More shoutouts. Shoutouts to work. I gotta go. I think that's it. I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll shout out the rest of my team. Locks, Hart, you guys were great.
I shouted out the team.
Okay. The other team, once again, thank you again for coming and playing. Psycho, love you. Cheekies, love you. And then shout out to some of my friends and family watching. Love y'all. And to Boogans Forever, because they're our scrim partners. And I love you guys.
Perfect.
Here we go.
All right, guys. Congratulations again, and I hope you have a good evening after this win.
Thank you. You have a good night, man.
Thank you. Good night. All right, that's it for now. I hope you had as much as a fun time as I had. Were really good games. And I'm not too sure, but maybe I'm casting later again. Division C West match between TSG Knights and Cool Cats and Kittens. At wait, when is it? Let me check. Give me a second. 10:30 p.m. ET, or in my time 4:30 CST. But yeah, until then, we'll probably end the stream. But once again, thanks for the teams. Absolutely amazing games. And yeah, hope you had fun. Have a good night.